Then again, this is kind of a dumping ground, isn't it? Still, I shall make a dumping zone right here. Chunks and corpses. No to corpses, yes to chunks. And it should be an important chunky zone. This one maybe just for corpses. It's still a bit close to where we are, but hopefully people won't stumble over them and get horrified. Alright, Brute Queen is now level 5 in Artistic and about to make what I can only assume is going to be some terrible sculpture, yes. It's poor, but it's a little bit beautiful. I think we'll install it right in the center, so that we can all feel better about this place. What are you doing, Eldon? Put the crappy sculpture here so we can all tell Brute Queen that she did a good job, whilst giving that awkward look on our face. This work bears an illustration of an extensive monolith lying in a cracked crater. Heldon looks on in shock. The style's pixelated with minimal elements. The image refers to a meteorite falling near Heldon's city on the 14th of April, May, 5500. Really brings the place alive. Still slightly impressive. Yeah, keeping all your industry in one giant common room works, because then you just need to make that one room be really good. There's a lot of blood around here, but this was from the squirrel we shot? No, we hunted some animal, right? The animals are staying a wee bit far away. Whoa, what happened to you? Well, whatever it is, that is food for us. Is there some predator? Yeah, there's a grizzly bear. Oh, I'm hunting that. Well, hopefully Heldon isn't going to hunt that. Four-Sided Dice says, YouTube pleb here. In one of the Big Blue Block episodes, you recommended a European speedrunner assembly run of Final Fantasy game that was particularly entertaining. Do you happen to remember the number of the Final Fantasy games and the year of the run? So it was probably the Final Fantasy IX run, and that Final Fantasy IX ESA, and I believe it was this year. That's all the information you should need. And oh, it was side-splitting. For me, at least. I'm sure there are people that thought it was garbage, but I enjoyed it a lot. Right, we have a scientist, a drifter's coming here. He only has a steel knife, so he's going to die. But, good lord, look at those stats. It's a shame he's incapable of most useful things. I don't think I want this mad scientist. Then again, he's a psychopath, and that's good. So even though you don't do dumb labor, having you as my mighty intellectual will be pretty cool. Monster mugger. Means we'd have to quickly erect a place to keep him isolated as a prisoner. Right, well, if they're on their way, let's be on our way to deal with them. He's a ways away, but let's get over here. What I really wanted to do was kill that grizzly bear, and we will once we deal with our intruder. Poor guy. I quite like the look of this guy. You're the fastest brute. Please capture them. No unreachable, unreserved, enclosed, prison-marked beds in safe temperature. Well, here's your new prisoner bed. And then we'll make a tiny little dedicated crummy hole for them. Alternatively, sleeping spot there, 4 prisoners, and that's your lot. Please stop shooting him. Hopefully he didn't take another shot there. Alright, so we need to make him another... Oh Christ, it's freezing cold there, isn't it? Well, it's safe enough. And this is no time for compassion. Hum. Too close to map edge. This is how cruel we can be. I'm not sure if doors work this way. Alright, there we go. These will also be for prisoners when we have it enclosed. Hunting grizzly bear. Maybe the 2 of you should get involved in that. I wonder if you can shoot it from there. Maybe not, right? Yeah, I need to get a tad closer, sadly. This could go wrong in a number of ways. Whoa, shoot, I thought I had you over here as well, Halden. Come on, give that bear what's for. No immediate danger, you say? Oh, that's good. That is good. That bear surely won't survive much longer. Oh, it's going to bleed out, but it'll be a lot of fur and a lot of meat for us, which is why I'm focusing on killing it. Held in your surplus to requirements. Sorry to have made you trek all the way over here. Also, they're going to die soon. Brute, how good are you at medical? Good enough. Right, how does this work again? I wish to recruit him. Slave price? Wait, we can have prices on slaves now? Cool. We'll give them some actual herbal medicine, so please tend to them. Good. Hunt that bear. You'll go up and melee it to death. Wonderful. You can always sell slaves, yeah, but this guy seems pretty good for us. Because now he can carve up human bodies. Since he's a psychopath. Gourmand is a awful trait because you keep eating so much. But since you're going to eat crummy paste, it's not a big deal. Hard worker is pretty good for that work speed as well. Especially if you're a massive intellectual. Region-known master. I think he botched his healing job there. Oh, he's a good doctor as well. This is actually going to be a great person to have around. Rika! Why, that's a little bit away from Rita. Oh, they're not going to die. They're shivering with hypothermia. That is amusing to me. Isn't carving up humans dumb labor? It's not hauling, and it's not the other thing, so I don't imagine it is. They have cooking skill, so they're not incapable of that. Nope, hauling and cleaning. Alright, how do I relocate this prisoner elsewhere? Because I want them over here. You're feeding that meal to them. Okay, so if we say this is not for prisoners, and then we capture you again, we should be good. And then I can get rid of this and re-expand the zone. There we go. And that should take care of your shivering hypothermia. And I also need a warden to take care of you. Wardening is something only Brute Queen can do. There you go, it's a fairly high priority task. Go and get to know Voort. Do we really want a psychopath with Stockholm Syndrome doing surgery on the rest of the colonists? Yes, we do. Glad you asked. Oh, crumbs. That's counting as a corpse thing for animals. Whereas what I would like are the corpses to go here. This should be a preferred place for animal corpses. Maybe not insects. People hate eating insects, although they're good for kibble. So many things there. Okay. Brute Queen told an old story about crazy cats to Voort. Might take a while to break you down as a prisoner, but we'll get there. Low mood, low opinion. It's alright, we just break down the resistance over time. The downside is I need to feed you meals. I don't really have meals to feed you, do I? And I can't just... I might have to micro giving you sloppy paste rations. Why would... I don't want skeleton remains here. Don't allow rotten. I don't want the rotten ones there either. Good job, Helden. Now about that work that you're doing. What's the efficiency of it since you're in the dark and all that? Outdoors is 90%. I don't know how that's further affected by darkness. Well, you still got it done. There's all our bear skin. Allow fresh, Jake. Yeah, we allow fresh. Build top priority for rotten by the river. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Zone a dumping bit. Well, if I put them right there, whoever walks over to it's going to get wet. Which kind of blows. That might be better. Critical, and all it wants is rotten corpses. With this though, we got loads of meat to chuck into the paste machine. Monster muggers. I'd like to have a better, proper place for prisoners because it affects their ability or their likelihood of joining in. Once we have this smoothed out and we have some rooms put in here, I can make one of them dedicated to prisoners. I think I found the Final Fantasy... Yeah, Matako, that's the guy. Terrific. Far better than watching this. I feel like grinding up those blocks is not the best use of Bunny's time right now. Could tame a load of Buffamoos. Hey Bunny, you've got that machine gun and we have this Buffamoo right here. How about we put your work with animals to good use? Point blank. How do you manage? How do you manage to miss? Some of those shots are just going way off. Oh, we could rescue the Buffamoo, but I think we should just kill the Buffamoo. Something about barn doors. Okay, it's very dead. Good job. Yeah, that's the VOD of Final Fantasy IX linked in chat, and it is very, very good. Good job, there is hauling to be done. Now, Vurt, about your health there. Oh Christ, another frail individual. That's painful. But I guess you don't need to be not frail if all you're going to do is surgery and research. That allows us to put Held into other uses, like his artistic side. That's artistic with an R. Lovely, loads of food. That bear meat's gonna spoil there though, Eldon buddy. Could you haul that meat? They're not really doing their pick up and haul right now. You're meant to be hauling as much as you can there. Probably because he's taken it to the hoppers. Hoppers are seen as important. The resistance isn't breaking down very well. Much like these walls, get to work there, Heldon. The repairs to be done because of all that stuff going on with the wanton destruction. Is this not taking in foods or something? Raw food, raw meat, yeah, it should all be taken in, but instead it's just lying there on the ground. Just asking to rot. Yeah, I know that the resistance wears down faster if the prisoner feels comfortable, Zarek, but this is all I could afford him at the time. Unless he wanted more hypothermia from being in here. I don't think he did. We'll have a proper prisoner room down the line. I like the fact that there are prices for slaves, though. I like that a lot. What is the reduction of work speed due to darkness? At least everyone's fairly happy. Even Heldon's pretty banging here. He likes his dining room, he's comfortable. Right, night owls operating at night are going to be very happy. And since I keep everyone in poverty, they don't expect anything better. I thought night owls don't have darkness reduction, or is that just on mood? I'm thinking more work efficiency, and I don't know if that has an effect. Oh great, they do. They go and get the disgusting slop and force feed it to our prisoner, who's about to break. Ugly, confined, pain, darkness, heat, ground, prison, ratty apparel even. Well, if you go mental, we're gonna have to put you down. You know that. I'm still low on medicine because I used it all up on that guy. I'm gonna need to find some more medicine, or plant medicine, but it takes a long time to grow. It's not even half grown, all that cotton. I wonder if I can have slaves and force them to grow my crops. Okay, no, all that blood was from the grizzly bear, of course. I was thinking there'd been more fighting. Not really seeing any heal roots. Should harvest what I can there. Shame the turkey had to die. Oh, they're playing horseshoes together. There is a mod for that, Jake. Prison Labor is a mod for everything in this game. Oh, I am not reading muggers there. I do want him on our side. Well, I want her on our side. Maybe there's a mod for giving her a haircut. Uh-oh. They've gone insane. Poor mood. Confined interior was the last straw. Alright. Go and, oh man. How do we handle this then? Are you meant to go and melee him to death? He's gonna melee you back. Okay, the berserker rage has come to an end. There, now calm down. At least they're cathartic from their little rage. I didn't injure them, did I? A bruise from a bolt-action rifle in the leg took them down. Oh, and the torso. They'll be fine, doesn't need treated. We have more animals here, Bunny. I would quite like you to, well, no, Bunny can't hit the broadside of a barn door. Brute Queen leveled up in medical by fixing a wound that they inflicted on Vurt. Good job. When I wanted you to haul them, I expected you to haul them to here, not to immediately work on them. Find common ground around the future. A discussion about lavish meals. That's something they know nothing about. Okay, well, Vurt can walk again, and I don't know how long catharsis lasts for. 3 days. Alright, then I really need to get you some proper rooms. I want to keep this as an area to go through. I like my rooms to be 5 by 5 as well. Once I have this chipped away at, I'll consider how the rooms are going to be. Because I'll have some rooms here, I imagine, some rooms here. I shouldn't need a lot, because like I said, I want to be limited to 7 people. So that's maybe, well, that's 8 rooms actually. 9 for a hospital. which I suppose can also be a 5x5. 9, huh? Lovely, loads of food. The nutrient paste dispenser is also extremely efficient. It turns, I believe, 6 food into a meal, whereas normally you need 9 food to turn into a meal. So not only do you not risk food poisoning, nor do you have to waste time having somebody constantly cook, you get to squeeze 50% out of your food. I think it's 50, I wouldn't claim to know exactly. Is the plan to have a maximum of 8 colonists this time? I'm thinking 7. I don't want to go over that. My take is that the more people you have, the less you care about them as individuals. And I want to care about our team as individuals. I don't want this to have to be some kind of massed up, extremely efficient operation. And if you think, oh, that's no good, well, play it yourself. I mean, the game is out there, it's not expensive, and it's really good. I'd encourage anybody that doesn't have particularly addictive personalities to give this game a go. Also, Brood Queen's made their second work of art. It's also garbage. And it's also being installed here so we can all admire it. I feel like Bunny should be the fast one. Clunk. Still a neutral room. Thanks for the RimWorld, says Zaza. You've turned quarantine into something happy and amazing. There's a lot of things I could say about that. So I will. Isn't it already pretty happy and amazing? Righto. These walls aren't very nice for anybody living up against. I think they're alright if you smooth them out, but I wouldn't claim to know exactly. Now. It's going to be wood, because wood's all we got. I want to mine this steel out in the future, so I should probably wall it off for now. This I shouldn't need to wall off, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will probably be how people get their dorm rooms. I want to have a bit of space in the middle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this should do us for now, but only for now. I hope I have enough wood for this. How much wood do I have, game? 810 should be plenty. And of course, I want floors, wooden floors. Honestly, I'd like some slightly less flammable floors, but let's try and keep things tidy here. And this is where people's individual bedrooms will go. They'll all need lighting and such. I really need to figure out energy production better. Puts out 1,000 watts. This eats 200. This eats another 200. I haven't been thinking about keeping people warm, but it's going to get cold, and they will need some kind of heating around here eventually. What I should probably do is, whilst we're building this, build some vents. Vent, 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 vent. And that'll keep everything the same temperature. And then I only need to put in like 1 heater in the center, potentially 2. And I'm not building those just yet. Speaking of which, those components are fine. I dumped a lot of them into there. Nah, we're good. We're very good. Lighting, though. People do like that at times. A standing lamp uses how much power? 30 watts, so we can easily have a whole bunch of them. How are we doing on steel? Loads of it. We should probably light up the center point, and I also need power around here. I forget what the range of the power conduit is. No clue, but maybe I'll just build another generator here. Yeah, it'll be fine for now. There'll be a bit of work ahead of us doing all this, but we will get it done. I'm definitely still going to need more wood once all's said and done, though. When it comes to building stuff, though, Brute Queen and Helden will take care of it. Helden, you're off the research as long as there's building work to be done. So listen to me when I tell you what to do, boy. Don't forget roofs. We'll get roofs soon enough. Well, actually, they don't tend to build roofs unless it's going to be stable, so I could tell them to just to get it going already. I think this will grow eventually into this. I think this will come along here. All right. Does that need to be adjacent? It probably does. There you go. Oh no, that seems to be working fine along there. Ah, whatever. We'll soon see, won't we? He appears to be building all the roof he can first. A dangerous amount of it, I'd even say. Right, so he's building all the roof that that little bit of wall can support for now. How long is this long play going to be, says Tom Foe. I don't have a good answer to that yet. We're not going to be leaving the planet because that takes forever, and I already did a playthrough of that. Held in UK's poem. With that, it looks like Heldenuk. The work bears an artwork of a mighty green fireball blazing across the sky, with two magpies milling around. There's an eagle beneath the main subject that refers to a meteorite. Another meteorite impact. We already had this one. Brute Queen had one artistic idea, and that's all we're seeing from her. God, this is just perfectly relaxing. I like this a lot. I'm already feeling the burn from lack of wood. There's a lot to be built yet. It's symbolic. Meteorite represents the butt of Brute Queen's rifle. And that certainly fell upon Vurt to the face and the leg. This is what I like seeing. These guys working together to get this all done. I don't have to manually tell them to do each and every little thing. I just lay the plans down and watch them get to work. Bonnie and Helden chatted about walnut trees. A riveting conversation that must be. I like how Jake emphasizes how much he likes the relaxing gameplay, but he has the unrelaxing rough Randy. Yeah. This is true. I like it when you're thrown tough situations and have to figure it out. At times I like it when things are just brutally and almost unfairly challenging, but not always. If I were better at the game, I'd probably enjoy that more, but I'm not. That's where the likes of RimWorld comes in. I don't play RimWorld to relax. No, RimWorld? I meant to say Frostpunk. I don't play Frostpunk to relax. I play Frostpunk to be brutalized at any and every opportunity. Where are you off to, bunny? Getting more of these chunks? I haven't even set these to allow. It's probably because it's within the hauling range of this. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to... okay, it would be easier to set the Wait. The radius in that is unlimited. There you go. Now it's significantly more limited. Reconsider what you're doing. Bet everyone's excited about having their own bedroom. You know, I think it just puts out power no matter how much you're using. Oh well, the more you live and learn. Whoa now. Don't like what I'm hearing. Ew. Oh yeah, I had that thing on allow because I wanted it earlier. Much earlier. And we didn't get it. Oh, Bunny's watching the sunset. Brute Queen's talking about decency to a prisoner that we hold in a room that they can barely stretch their own legs in. Let's find common ground around video games. Okay, I need to finish their, you know, their place to live soon enough. Do you think, Helden, that we could prioritize that so we can get some light going here? Because not having that is painful. There we go. Now we should be able to do it a lot better and not botch as many things. And that's nice. That is within range of the things that we built there. Is this multiplayer or single player? It is very much single player. Can you imagine this in multiplayer? Okay, I guess people are going to start needing more recreative things. Well, the common room is going to get a lot more stuff later on. Why do we have lightning? Need warm clothes, you say? The outdoor temperature is going to reach -3, and apparently we don't have warm enough clothes. I thought synth threads were really good for that. Comfortable ranges from 6 to 30. Well then. It's only the 6th of August. We'll be fine. Besides, we have plain leather and bearskin. Bearskin must be really good for stuff. And we can stay indoors if it gets a bit too chilly. Don't burn my cotton. Every female colonist feels a wave of anxiety and anger. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring, projecting a psychic drone. Only affects females. But Brute Queen, don't you know how to use your psychic abilities to block pain? That probably won't help you. Oh well. Helden and Bunny talk deeply about self-replicating machines. That's human. At least all this stuff's finally getting sorted out a bit better. Oh no, not fires. I hate fires. I should look into a mod that stops fires coming down and brutalizing the everything, but maybe mod 1.1 dealt with that. Because seeing all the forest in flame was a real bummer, especially when I played, I think it's Cold Bog, which had a really rich and thick forestry, and I really liked looking at it. And then a fire came, swept it down, and there was nothing but barren landscape left. I feel it really removed from the experience. Don't worry, I'll take it out on Vurt. People will be a lot happier when I get all this set up for them. But Vurt's catharsis is going to end soon. In a day, in fact. So something I'm going to do is set him up with one of these rooms. These are all normal beds. Too normal. I think you're out of wood, Jake. I think you might be right. It's alright. Oh, we have people that are good with plants, so let's chop some wood. Forever. Let's deal with the wood shortage by having a mountain of wood. Oh, I spy some cotton that's almost ready to go. Alright, Helden, I actually want you to prioritize that, okay, well, don't then. Work on anything else. Ah, well, there we go. This can be our prisoner place. Which means this will no longer be for prisoners, and we need Brute Queen to go and take you elsewhere. There, enjoy your considerably nicer room. Alright, they don't like the drone either, that's not helpful. Unsightly. You enjoying the return to Rim? Oh yeah, it's dangerous though. Almost 3 hours have passed and it doesn't at all feel like it. And that's the real danger that the rimming had before. Just hours upon hours disappeared. Remember when I first picked it up and streamed it? Remember how we were at it for about 7 hours a day for several days in a row? Because I remember that. No, the horse cannot build. I do, however, need to restrict the horse's movements a bit. Outdoor pets are not allowed indoors, you see. It is still fine though, and I do want the animal to be able to move along here for now. The nice thing about having a low population is low requirement on resources. I don't need to worry about food. This small amount of refrigerated food is going to keep us for a long time, and if and when I fill this up with materials, it's going to be even better. I don't really care about keeping the bedrooms that clean. I think I could just manually tell somebody to clean it every now and then. Any brilliant artworks? Only 2 really crappy works by Brute Queen, who claims that their passion is in being artistic, but their significant familiarity made a couple of poor limestone sculptures. Then again, there's another line of thinking that is, it's pretty... It's like the lowest of the low to rip into people for their creative works. I mean, you can not like it, but to actually go on the attack on somebody for doing something creative is really scummy. Oh, Brute Queen's getting more social. Talking about fun. told a story about letting go. You beat up a frail woman, a frail old woman. That catharsis is going to go away, and then they're going to be very not happy. But they should be more keen to join us, or at least their resistance will go down. Ooh, slave price has gone up. Mean number of days, the time awake between prison break attempts, affected by mood, mobile, time, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. At least them being frail means it's easy to take them down. Nice, frail old women are so underrepresented in games. Hey, we had Blossom in Rune Factory 4, and we killed her, but she was there. Represented. An excellent bed. Eldon, there's your bed. You deserve it. Does it say who built it? Gutted. You know, with that, I can actually get rid of some of these and simply reposition the beds that we already have. Set this one as being bunnies. Brute Queen is the man. She needs the best bed. Yeah, but Heldon's not that kind of person. He won't stand for that. Isn't that right, Heldon? Alright, fully enclosed. Well lit. It's all coming together here. Even Heldon seems a bit unhappy though. What's up? The initial hope is going away, being wet and the crappy food and all that starting to take its toll. Maybe smooth the rock walls. That takes forever. So no thank you. Man, the impressiveness is still awful on these. That's not good. The drone's really getting to brute. I hope that your own individual room doesn't give you a bigger hit than the barrack did. Quit botching there, Heldon. I know you're better than this. There we go. Now you got your own proper room set up. I'll make the beds better by having a drawer and a thing by the side, but we're in dire need of wood first. Jake the horse can still go into Vort's room. How? I thought I had cleared some of... No, horse, you're not allowed there. Nor are you allowed into here. Well, Vort's getting better. They're only slightly injured now. All the gunshots and stuff are healing up. Ravenously hungry. Go and feed the whingy guy. Oh, wait, what? He doesn't deserve berries? Feed him the crappy food out of the paste dispenser. Oh, man. Oh, right, that might be something about how we treat prisoners. Damn. Why are we giving the prisoners the best food? There it is. Paste for prisoners. Oh, bah. There we go, proper bedrooms for all. And loads of wood as well. Excellent. It's all just coming together. And Bunny's learning a thing by chopping down all that wood too. I don't know why this isn't baked into vanilla, the coloured mood bars. Otherwise it just doesn't tell you the important information at a glance. Same with the weapons shown. So much time wasted before I got this mod trying to figure out who had what weapon. Might want to mark the food on the paste inserter bin as restricted. Is that how it works? Then I'd have to do it manually all the time, and that doesn't seem like fun. It's going to be funny when he has 7 people and then he incapacitates some incredible raider. Well then, somebody might have to die. It is grubby as sin in here. I think we're going to need to expand the cleaning area to include all of this, because I can't stand this mess. Probably here as well. Go for it, Brute. Keep this place looking spick and span. Saving Paula. Paula contacts you, requests help. She's wounded and unable to move. She's a 42-year-old military chaplain who will join us. There may be an unknown threat. Where are they? You must be joking. So I love everything on the map in RimWorld, but when you go to the globe, that's where I fall significantly out of love with it. Everything here, fair enough, significant. Everything out here, who cares? And I always feel that when you try to move around, everything is just so clunky. Especially when you try to offload something in one place and then move to another. There's a huge setup of putting everything onto your animals and getting going. Don't like it. I'm glad it's there, I just wish there was a bit more put into it. In any case, Paula is Bunny's sister. Well, I'm afraid that's too bad for you, Bunny. Survival of the fittest in the family. Oh, there's the quest. View the human. What, we can actually see them? No, that just tells me about humans. Bunny will be happy for a long time. Well, let's just not tell Bunny about that. I think there's a mod to see potential recruits. That's a bit underhanded, though. Part of it is the mystery of who you'll get. A big part of it, I'd even say. Alright, Vort's even up and walking around. They're a bit stressed, but that's the drone talking. When the drone passes, which it eventually will, they'll be fine. Queen could be feeding poor Vort, but is not. There we go. Eat your crappy food, Vort. Without a table. Promised free fresh pumpkins to Vort. What? I mean, sure, I'd like to join for some free fresh pumpkins as well. Yeah, Queen is full of lies, it seems. Can you build walls and floors on top of supports that you put on marsh? Because I would quite like to expand this down this way. I guess there's an easy way to check, isn't there? Let's get rid of this. I don't even need or want to bring these items here. So if I put a bridge over this, could I then put a wooden wall over it? Wall, when made of wood, requires terrain that supports light. Okay, bridge. Da 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 da. You can build light structures on it. Oh, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I shouldn't actually need that. But I will need some way to get down here, won't I? Yeah, let's enjoy a bit of bridging. Does mean that this is going to have to move again, though. You want to play a game of pick up sticks? Play it over there. Oh! Bunny tried to romance Brute Queen by talking about her own stylishness. Brute Queen gave a minimal response. Romance is in the air. Bunny, however, is pretty stressed. Drowsy, unsightly, rebuffed. I attempted to create romance, but I got the cold shoulder. Feels bad, man. You think your bedroom is awful as well? What's so awful about these rooms? I'll give you dull, but awful. I guess the unkempt walls aren't good for people. We'll smooth those out eventually, but for now, I'm going to set the owners over here. That's a good bed. And that one's going to Bunny there. Should be less of a concern now. Listen, I got a bridge to build, says Brute. Alright, the end of the psychic drone. Bunny should cheer up a bit, as should Wurt. Hopefully they don't want to break out of prison once they're... There we go, up it goes. Low expectations are what's keeping us alive here. Dresser ends and tables go a really long way in comfort. I know, that's why I'm trying to mass up all this wood for them. We will get them. Yeah, Vort's price shot up. How does that even work? What calculates slave price and how do we get that money? Recruitment chance is going real high, but I think all resistance needs to go first. Helden, are you capable of socializing? No. Okay, certainly not with Vort then. A little low on food, Bunny. How about you carve us up some new food with that gun of yours? These bridges take forever, but I do want them done. Medical conditions lower the price. Okay, well that's being frail for you. Apparently they're malnourished. The food's right there for you, Vort. Are we really not giving them paste? Brute Queen was giving them paste just a moment ago, and now it's just shoving a few bits of berries there. Kill or eat the Buffamoo before they eat your cotton. Oh, they ate some of it, didn't they? You must die. Go, Bunny, go! Please don't destroy our stuff. You almost blew up the generator.